the inflammation protocol of the symphony of cell spinal. So I had him smell the frankincense first, and then I'm going to keep the frankincense up here. It's going to prepare the rest of his body for the treatment that we are preparing for. So, and I take what's left on my hands, and I'm going to put it on his stinky feet, but he don't have stinky feet because he washed them for us. Alright, then I'm going to take a little bit of carrier oil, and there's no smell to this, so I'm not going to have him smell it. But I want to put enough on his back to where when we use the rest of the oils, they have the base of the carrier oil to rely on so that they work better. And I always start at the bottom, make circular motions, working your way up to the top. To the feet. And then, next we're going to use tea tree. Start with the neat little circular motions up the spine. And we're using the spine so all of the different molecules can go directly into the cerebral spinal fluid. And that way they can break the blood-brain barrier and, and take care of our emotional issues, our anger issues. So next is going to be wintergreen. A guy by the name of Boyd Truman has worked over 25 years to come up with each of these protocols. I've been following him for about 15. And back then he had 7 protocols. And now he has 21. And it's the same motion all the way through. Take it right up to the base of his skull, the feet.
And you cover the whole foot all the way down to the toes.
I do, all the way down to make sure that big toe is captured. Then I'm going to use some Aroma Touch, which is one of our massage, well, it is the massage blend. I love the smell of this one.
It does. It smells really good.
Again, I just kind of spread it so it's nice and uniform. And from tailbone all the way up.
Now, just to clarify, you're not massaging. You are just rubbing the oils in, correct?
Correct. Yep. All right. On the feet, all the way down to those big toes. Next is lemongrass. Lemongrass is really good for our soft tissues, which is an area that kind of gets left out in the medicals. They don't know how to help them, so they just leave them alone and do surgery a lot. As I'm doing it, I use as much, I go up the spine, but I want it to be on as much of the skin as possible. So my circles get pretty big so that we get more coverage. Siberian fir. I got to ask Boyd Truman one time, why do we do clockwise? thinking all scientific and overthinking it. And he said, because it's easy to duplicate. I was like, oh!
Nothing scientific.
No science to it whatsoever. I was like, oh, well, okay. I asked.
Purely factual.
So, helichrysum is our next one. And because this is a rollerball, I'm just going to take it and kind of put enough on there so that when I rub it in, I can get it everywhere. So, same thing. Tailbone all the way up. Alright, deep blue. This is our soothing blend. One of the most popular blends that we have. Give me some deep blue, please. Had to help it out a little bit.
I'm not sure if they could tell on the camera, but as it comes out of the bottle, it actually has a deep blue color.
Yes, and that deep blue color comes from one of the individual oils that makes the blend called Blue Tansy.
Blue Tansy is an amazing oil.
Yes, it is. All right, and then lastly, we're going to use peppermint. And peppermint closes out the sequence and actually helps the body use the energy, the energy of the heat of the peppermint to set it all in motion. Are you awake?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can't do what you can do.
I was almost asleep.
Alright, and then feet. One last time. Now this is the inflammation protocol, and we just did 10 oils, including the fractionated coconut oil, but that was the entire protocol for the Symphony of Cells spinal inflammation.
Which is good for the nervous system.
Here.
As well as many others.
Yes. The body systems, in the manner of how it works, it's going to hit the musculoskeletal first, the nervous system, then the immune system, the cardiovascular, and then the digestive. Possible conditions that this particular protocol covers: aches, arthritis, bursitis, cramps, urinary tract infections, fever, herniated disc, hypertension, inflammation, joint pain, lupus, migraine, headache, phlebitis, sciatica, scleroderma, spondylitis, tendonitis, and varicose veins. And that's not inclusive, that's just some. So, it's a wonderful, wonderful way to keep the inflammation down so that the pain is naturally relieved. That's what we've got for you tonight.
Thank you, Kelly. I hope everyone has enjoyed this.
And thank you to my model. That was wonderful.
And thank you, Jonathan, for being a test subject. We hope that you guys have enjoyed that, and we will see you later on for the chat. Have a great day.
Bye. Love and Wellness Way.